What's up, Toast lovers? Nick here, and today I'd like to talk about Battlefield 4. This game already looks amazing. A lot of people say the gameplay is amazing, and a lot of people are very excited about Battlefield 4, including me. However, there are still 5 things I want DICE to change before it gets released. The first thing I noticed in the Battlefield 4 trailers and in the gameplays were that we still have a lot of Battlefield 3 sands, and a lot of them were recycled. The problem I have with recycling Battlefield 3 sands is that it makes the game feel old. I mean, we still have the same feeling as in Battlefield 3 sometimes, but it just doesn't feel like this new exciting thing we just got from Walmart. One of my favorite new sounds in Battlefield 4 is actually the Magnum sound. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but it just sounds so strong, so beautiful, so Magnum. And that already shows how much of a difference changing the sounds in a new game can actually make. The second thing on my list is the waves. You guys might have actually noticed, but it seems to me like I am actually the only one in the whole community who did. But all the waves, they look very nice out in the sea, but they actually never come ashore. The water never rises. We might have some 2D waves coming to the beach, but the water level at the beach never rises. It looks quite unrealistic, and this actually isn't only a visual problem, but also with boats. Let's just think, for instance, you come with a boat to the beach, and you strand your boat and you want to get it back into the sea. Now, if you had a real wave, so the water level would change, you might actually be able to drive the boat backwards again into the sea, which would be very useful quite often. Okay, now how about we take actually a closer look at what I mean. Alright, so right here we can see this very big wave, but actually there's one strange thing about it. This wave looks a bit like a hill, doesn't it? It like goes up and then it has a peak. Real waves don't do that. They balance out the water level, and then in reality the water level should also go on the beach. Now if we had real waves, the water level might actually also rise to the jet ski. And if it rose to the jet ski, we would be able to, or the player would be able to get the jet ski back into the sea. Actually, let me show you one nice example. Right here we have a very big wave coming to the island, and suddenly the water level of the wave goes down for no reason. Basically the water disappears, and that's because the water can't go onto the island and basically just goes around the island and not on the beach. Alright, and number 3 of the 5 things that need to be changed until Battlefield 4 comes out, I have counter-knifing. Right now, counter-knifing is very easy. The thing about counter-knifing is that all you really need to do is to press the F button within the 2 seconds you have. I would actually make it a little bit more skillful, because right now it's very easy. Press the F button within 2 seconds, that's it. How about we make it a random key on the keyboard? So basically we could have either F, T, G, C, V, one of those buttons. Then the player has to react within those 2 seconds and click the right button. If he doesn't manage to press the right button at the right time, well, then that's bad luck for him and he will get knifed. The thing about this idea is that, well, it's quite skill based, to be honest, because you need to press one of the 5 buttons within 2 seconds. So it's also quite stressful. You might also compare my idea with the co-op missions in Battlefield 3. Some of you might have played the last co-op mission, Battlefield 3. What you need to do though, you're in a train, and one of either you or your friend need to disarm a bomb, and you do that by pressing one of the buttons they tell you to press. And if you don't press the right button, then, well, basically the bomb explodes. And how about we just do the exact same thing with counter-knifing? The next thing on my list is something we need to change in Commander mode. Right now in Commander mode, if our team captures a flag, and let's say for instance I'm Commander, I will get some more features because they capture that flag. So, with a lot of flags, I will actually get, for instance, a new missile, or an MAV, or a whole map scan which shows all the infantry. And the problem with that is, let's say my team is already base raping the enemy team, and we have all flags, which means I will have a lot of features and things I can play with. Now, in my opinion, this is actually quite unbalanced, because I already have 5 flags, I have all the flags, and I get even more feature, which means I'm strong, I'm stronger than them, and I'm actually becoming even stronger because I'm getting more stuff. This might actually become a problem on quite a few maps, and hopefully DICE will actually change that before the game comes out. I hope so. I don't know if they will, but DICE, if you listen to this, I think it's a good idea to just remove that feature. Last, but definitely not least, actually one of the most important things in my opinion, is the revive mechanic. In Battlefield 4, they changed the revive mechanic so that now I think you can only revive 3 times, and you can either do a long or a short revive. The short revive will make the person have 30 HP as soon as they get up again, and the long revive will give the person 100 HP as soon as they get up. Now, here are the problems I made with this feature. First of all, I don't think anyone's gonna really use the long charge up time, because basically the only thing it does, it gives you 70 extra HP at the beginning as soon as you get up, which isn't really a big deal. So I'd rather save my life by making the short revive than having the long revive. So DICE definitely needs to change something or add something to the long revive, so just to improve it. Also, I'm not actually sure about this, but I think 3 revives, they're not enough really, because even if you just stay alive for a short time, there can be a lot of revives and dead people lying around. So I think 3 revives, not really. Maybe yes in the beginning, but then they should also recharge every 20 seconds or so, in my opinion. Besides that, one thing I'd also love to see, and which is actually quite simple, I think, is a revive time display. What I mean with this is actually quite easily explained. So there are people lying around, dead bodies, you don't know which one to go for. Because, well, you might go for your squad mates, of course. But let's say you have 3 squad mates lying around. One's 20 meters away, the other one's 15 meters away, and the next one is again just 2 meters away. Now, let's say you go to the one that's 2 meters away, you arrive him, that's fine. Then you go to the one 15 meters away. Now, the problem with that is, as soon as you get there, the revive symbol suddenly disappears. Now, maybe what you should have done is gone to the squad mate that's 20 meters away, because his revive time was still longer than the one that's 50 meters away. But you didn't know that because there is basically no revive timer. So yeah guys, that's my list of the 5 things that need to be changed before Battlefield 4 comes out. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, and it might actually help these changes to be made. Also, if you're new to my channel, you're very welcome, very welcome to subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, that's it for me for today, and don't forget, may the skill be with you.